What is it about Donald Trump that you don't like?
Everything. I mean, he's terrible. It's what he stands for. He incites. We actually agree on this. He incites racist attitude. He takes advantage of the lowest common denominator.
Let me ask you, what do you think about Trump's comment that migrants
last summer they murdered 2,000 people.
What do you think about Trump's comment that migrants are comparing migrants to cancer?
Murdered 2,000 people.
I hate Trump.
I mean, Israeli leaders have made the same comments about migrants. Miri Regev, the culture minister in Israel, called African migrants a cancer. Netanyahu a few weeks ago said he was going to build a wall around Israel to keep wild beasts out.
Okay. I think you have to step back for a second. Israel is next to Syria, which is, as
so you should use racist languages because you're next to another country?
No.
Can somebody explain to me why Saudi Arabia built 100,000 tents for the immigrants that they did not allow in?
Right, and so then on election day, you should say everyone should go out and vote because Arabs are voting in large numbers?
Yeah? Why do you oppose Trump?
He's psychotic.
Because of his rhetoric?
No, because honestly, he just appeals to whatever he thinks some bigots think on any given day. One day he's for this, the next day if he's talking to another kind of bigots, he's
Like when he called migrants cancer?
There you go.
The culture minister of Israel called migrants cancer. Do you think that's dangerous?
Oh, God.
Yeah, is that a no? What do you think about Donald Trump?
I'm scared. I'm afraid of him.
What? Why?
I don't think he's a positive force.
Do you think his comments about building a wall to keep out wild beasts, as he called them, do you think that that's appropriate at all?
I don't think it's appropriate to be abusive and negative.
You seem really opposed to Donald Trump, but you're defending Israel, and it's just Netanyahu has
What
a
does
lot
Donald
of similar...
Trump have to do with Netanyahu?
Because Netanyahu has made a lot of similar comments to Donald Trump.
You cannot convince a person who has a very deep-seated conviction about what the reality is there.
So it's like okay when Netanyahu says he wants to build walls, but not when Trump says it, because of the reality on the ground? Is that what you're saying?
Buses were exploding in Israel. Buses exploded. There are bombs exploding. Walls went up to keep Palestinian terrorists out because they're killing people.
Well, what about Culture Minister Miri Regev calling African refugees a cancer?
Look, I don't like the direction of this conversation. Yes, there are some bad Israelis, there's some bad Jews, there's some... We're guilty. But I think, by and large, we're a light unto the nations. By and large, I think we're the most moral country in the world, Israel, and I believe that the Israeli army is the most moral army in the world.
Okay,
and a British general has said that.
Okay.
And the British government is very pro-Israel.
Okay, but I just don't understand why you would
leaving.
fight.
Going into rocket shelters every night because people are randomly shooting. Maybe I would become much more radical like Trump if I had to do that.
So you don't...
But I don't like Trump at all.
Okay.
And I believe in the two-state solution as soon as the second state decides to be a state and act like a state.
You're protesting Trump, right?
Yes.
And why is that? Why are you protesting Trump?
Well, my father was born in Nazi Germany, and he escaped when he was 4 years old.
So what do you think about Trump's comments against Muslims?
I think they're just terrible.
And building walls and stuff like that.
Building walls. All these decent people are just demonized.
Well, what do you think about the fact that Netanyahu has made similar comments about Muslims before? And he's a few weeks ago said he wanted to build a wall all around Israel to prevent wild beasts from coming in. So, I mean, that's similar language to what we've heard from Trump. Or are you as worried about the kind of rhetoric that Netanyahu uses
I didn't
as well?
hear the context of that comment, so I can't.
Is there a context where that comment would be okay?
I don't know because I didn't hear the comment. I like to confirm things on my own before expressing an opinion about them. I mean, this world has enough opinions as it is without another opinion based on the third-hand information, you know.
No,
so I wouldn't comment on it.